Welcome into the Bro Force Squad podcast, and we're coming at you from Lowell, Massachusetts to give you another world-famous movie commentary on the Netflix original film, The Christmas Chronicles. Everybody, this film is on Netflix, obviously, because it's a Netflix original. And we have our movies paused at roughly the 8-second mark. Netflix Presents is fully up on the screen. We're going to go around the sleigh and meet the bros. As always, I'm your host, Brian Banner. And to my right, we have the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. Now, Horns, if I'm not mistaken, several Christmases ago, you also crashed your sleigh. Were you found at fault for that, or what happened? Whatever happened with that?
All right, the story has been misconstrued several times. I wasn't driving it. A female friend of mine was driving the car. I was in it. Was I intoxicated? Yes, but I was not behind the wheel. And I think that the record label should take me back because it's bullshit. I'm not at fault.
Okay, well, you heard it here, folks. And to his left, we have our enforcer in the paint, Matthew F. Geiger. Geiger, remember that time you ruined Christmas? Can you go into detail on that?
Wait, I what?
Ruined Christmas.
Oh, ruined Christmas? Yeah, it was last year. I don't know. I kind of went through a phase where I didn't think Jesus was real and went into Scientology. Left the church. They're still kind of after me. It's kind of a sore subject. Cycly told me not to really talk about it. But basically, the Church of Scientology is just trying to kill me right now. But yeah, I ruined Christmas for my whole family and friends.
Yep, and that's why we love you. Again, everybody, we have our movies paused at the 8-second mark. Netflix Presents is fully on the screen, and we're going to get jolly here in 3, 2, 1, play.
After, this is a second watch for me, Banner. I noticed for you too, Geiger. Did you ever get to go see this?
I watched half of it, and honestly, guys, that's all I could muster because I knew I was going to watch it again tonight, so...
Well, after this, I immediately ran to the tattoo parlor and got a Pierce Always Sees It Through tattooed on my dick.
It's the only place it belongs.
My tattoo artist was like, "Yeah, I've seen the movie too, and I don't do this tattoo anywhere but the dick." So
yeah, it's not allowed anywhere other than there.
I went to get one, but they couldn't find a spot on my body since I had the Pain Don't Hurt tattoo pretty much all over my skin from Roadhouse.
You got the Chris Birdman Anderson look going on.
But only on your cock.
Now, my cock basically is my entire body, Banner, so yeah.
That's true.
It wasn't going out on too much of a limb here, but the flashback in the beginning of all the Christmases, I mean, I was predicting one of the two parents is dead.
It's pretty obvious that one of the two is gonna be dead.
I love it because it's, basically going to 2017. I love it because in 20 years, all the kids like, wow, Jesus, look, way back in the day in 2018.
God. My fiance, as this movie started, she goes, "Oh, that girl's in Nashville." And then this guy comes up. The daddy goes, "Oh, he's in Nashville too." And I was like, well, good. Netflix really fucking whipped out the budget for this. The two main actors are in Nashville.
That's Kate Hudson's brother.
Really?
Isn't she in Father of the Bride?
Do we have enough Kate Hudson ties in this movie? Jesus Christ.
And isn't that Brad Paisley's wife?
I don't know. I know she was in According to Jim.
She's in Father of the Bride too, right?
Pretty sure.
Steve Martin?
She's the daughter in that, right?
She is?
In Father of the Bride? I think so.
God, go fucking Pats!
Yo, you think we got a good team this year?
I mean, as long as we got fucking Brady, we got a shot. I'll take my chances 16 times a year.
Brady can literally play with Make-A-Wish kids and we'd win the fucking NFC. Or AFC, excuse me.
I do love the douchebag son. What's his name in this? Trevor? Tyler?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That hair color isn't his, right? It doesn't match his eyebrows. That's the only problem I have with this whole movie.
But does it match the drapes?
Besides that, shit is airtight.
I love how they put the fire hat on there. I play golf on the weekends, so my snowman has a Titleist hat on top of it because that's my hobby.
I did love how they brought back the old school camcorder.
I just fuck all the time, so my snowman has a condom on.
What's that?
This chick already looks like she's 45 years old.
Her acting is already horrible.
Yeah, there was some big emotional moments, and she didn't really hold up for me. And I granted, Banner, you and I talk about this on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all the time. Child actors are very difficult to find.
Yeah,
Competent.
yeah, but there had got to be. Look, with the budget that they had, they have got to have found someone
Between
better.
Kurt Russell and the Elves, I mean, they were fucking bone dry at that point, right? They had nothing left.
It was like a LeBron team. Like after you get LeBron in the big play,
Right.
like,
It's
dude,
like,
we
well,
just need David Jones or somebody to take
yeah,
a seat.
we need what vets will take minimum deals
Yeah.
to fill out our 12-man roster. Because Kurt Russell, he played. If I'm his agent, I'm playing hardball.
Yo, Vince Carter, we're willing to pay you $5 above league minimum. You come play? I'm surprised Samuel L. Jackson wasn't in this movie.
He's right though, her brother. Skateboards aren't for girls.
Yeah, he's definitely got a point.
He could have hit her way worse with that shoe, also.
What color is her brother's hair? Like, is that strawberry orange?
It's a good question. It looks like a.
Like, I've never seen that hair color on a guy before.
It's like it was bleached, and then they tried to cover the bleach up, but it didn't work.
Well, remember
like
Sun-In when you tried to bleach it, but just turn your hair orange?
Yeah.
I think that's what he used.
Looks like if you left a pumpkin pie in the oven for like 20 minutes too long. He does actually.
It's like there's no Curse of the Bambino because the Sox fucking won in 2008.
She has a mini Christmas tree in her room. I think Kate's a little bit spoiled.
Well, her dad died, so they got to cash in on that fucking life insurance.
Yeah, and he was a firefighter, so they got a big insurance payout.
Yep. Free fires for life.
When he did this, I actually started laughing.
I thought that was really funny, too.
She's like, oh my God. I'm like, they're fucking fish.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to get full and then stop, so.
That's on them. If your species is so dumb that you'll just eat till you die, then it's natural selection.
I have to rip apart the plot in this because we'll do that later, but when it's snowing, do kids really have skateboards? Like, what's the use?
I'm sorry. When it's snowing, do you all of a sudden not want to get pussy?
That's true.
Deli. I loved him and his friends. And his pocket knife that says a Pierce always sees it through. If your friends approach you about stealing a Hyundai Sonata, you got to follow that through with them. No one likes a quitter.
Actually, it's a pretty good skill to have. You got to be pretty technically gifted to like hotwire a car and start it and go.
Was that a monster, or are we supposed to assume like, oh my God, they're drinking alcohol too?
It was actually a Snapple half and half.
So way too much sugar.
Right.
What's
There's
her
got to
brother's
be a better
name
car than this, the entire lot, though, right?
Trevor?
It looks like a car my grandma used.
It is Trevor. I think they just wanted to get the one that looked like the easiest one to break into.
Yeah, that's true.
A 1998 Corolla.
With
If you're going to steal a car, why would you have a skateboard or a bike? You're going to steal a car for transportation.
Yeah, but how are you going to get there? Walk, please.
I've seen this kid in something else, and he's a little shithead in the other thing I've seen him in too. I just can't think of it.
At least they look like brother and sister. They don't look like they come from their parents, but they do kind of look like brother and sister.
Well, maybe they came from her mom, but she was obviously getting some dick on the side. Husband works long hours.
And plus, he might, be dead every time he goes out, so that takes its toll on me.
Right, we got to have a contingency plan. Dude, if your little sister can shove you that far backwards, you need to get in the weight room.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I'm saying. I thought, and maybe this is going to be, now that I think about it, it's way sooner than it felt the first time. But the first time I was watching this, I was like, dude, you guys probably paid out the ass for Kurt Russell. When is he going to show up in this movie? But now that I think about it,
D3 when they paid out the ass for Emilio, and he's literally in 2 scenes. Check out our movie commentary there. Segue.
Wait, we did D3?
Yeah, we didn't do D1.
It was a Broforce Squad fan request, I believe.
Banner, by the end of it, you might as well not have been there. You were so drunk.
That sounds about right.
And as you know, listen to Broforce Squad, we are all drinking at this time. So, hey, pour one out to all the single moms out there. If you're a single mom listening, comment below. We'll hang out with you. I mean, we'll probably we won't call you back or anything, but
Pour an extra shot of eggnog in whatever you're drinking. And by eggnog, I mean whiskey.
Does anybody actually like eggnog?
I do, but very small quantities of it.
Eggnog is fucking nasty.
It's very filling.
Yeah, I can only drink like half of a small glass of it.
What is in eggnog? Like, I know there's obviously egg, but what's nog?
Milk. I think there's like French cream or something.
Just a lot of dairy.
Sounds disgusting.
Don't you love when moms are like, come on, it's Christmas. I'm like, so I can like rape the girl. Yeah, after the new year, Jesus.
I like how she's like, get along for Christmas, but I'm leaving you guys. I'm going to the fucking bar.
She got called into work.
Jesus, have some sprinkles. Why don't
Is she
you?
putting...
Fuck.
Okay, I was confused the first time I saw this because I thought that was a glitter. I was like, so what are we making here, Kate? Cookies that no one can eat? Dad likes sprinkles. Present tense, Kate? Because I don't see Dad walking through that door.
Yeah, it hasn't even... Wouldn't that be cool? So I was like, hasn't he been dead for like 4 years? Like, yeah, you don't have to bring it up, though.
Sometimes I forget. Remember the line in Blades of Glory where Will Arnett's talking about their dead parents, and he goes, remember how they used to be alive?
It's like, Dad wasn't afraid of anything. It's like, maybe he should have been afraid of fire, and he'd still be here.
Yeah, maybe he should have had a little more common sense. But hey, at least he gave you that pocket knife. Ha sport. Ruffles his hair. That pocket knife will help pay your college.
This is the mom's bad. Whenever you're not working,
don't
you
answer
never
the phone.
Work calls.
Do not
don't ever answer work calls.
Especially on Christmas Eve. You know what the problem is? She probably didn't have many friends. Saw a work friend calling her. I was like, oh, maybe somebody wants to get together for a box of wine tonight. I know it's Christmas Eve, but we can gossip. And then she got conned into...
Maybe those two guys actually texted her back and they want to date us. Like, oh, you just want me to work. Okay.
Where do you think he was going if he would have gone out? To score, right?
Well, of course. Well, hold on. Is he bringing a skateboard with him or not?
I don't know if he's...
Yeah,
Oh,
no
shit.
skateboard.
Got his headphones though. God forbid
so-
you don't have tunes. Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to walk outside without listening to T-Pain? So does she work? She works at a hospital, right? That's what I'm assuming if she's getting called in.
Yeah, I think she's a nurse.
I mean, single moms, you have a coin flip, Jeff. Heads or tails?
It's only one of those two jobs.
So tails.
It is pretty shitty that it's Christmas Eve and their tree isn't even decorated yet.
It's not even fucking December, and I have
by
3
this
trees
time,
up in my
just put the
house.
fucker away.
At this point, we're already thinking about Christmas 2019.
Well, put the fucker away and vacuum. I mean, with all the tinsel and shit. I mean, why decorate it for one night? Mom's not even going to be home.
Yeah, she won't know.
If he's going out to meet chicks, dude, only the skankiest chicks hang out during holidays because their family things usually aren't so good.
Yeah, because they have absent fathers.
Yeah. I love where his head's at, though.
So Kate's going with him, right?
Dude, I think Kate's kind of full of shit. If she's so into Christmas, again, this tree would have already been decorated.
Oh, shit, why didn't she do it? She can make cookies, but she can't put fucking lights around a tree.
Yeah, she can tape felonies from a distance, but she can't put tinsel around a fucking standing tree.
I'm sorry, Katie Cat is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
That is, and it's oddly sexual between them, and it was making me very uncomfortable.
But at the same time, you weren't mad about it.
I was mad about it. Very mad about it.
Why is he so mean to his sister? I don't like. What'd she ever do?
Matt, he's taking out his anger at his absent
His
father.
dad died. Jesus, Matt. Have some fucking sympathy.
Oh, Pierce
Also,
always sees it through.
we'll
So
get
he
into
starts
this,
making-
but this
Well, get
fucking
pissed off at
camcorder,
propane grills that create fire. Don't get pissed off at your sister.
this fucking camcorder has the best goddamn battery I've ever seen in my life. It goes an entire movie and never dies without having to recharge it.
I mean, that's probably the only thing with this movie. 'Cause it's pretty airtight. I gotta say, I didn't know I could love Christmas anymore until I watched this movie and there's an elf whose sole job is to carry around a chainsaw and he tries to cut someone's dick off. Like, my girlfriend was dying at that part.
So this part for you guys, did any of your moms do anything extracurricular at Christmas to make you believe in Santa Claus?
Oh, yeah.
Like my mom would always have my dad muddy his shoes and walk across the carpet from our
God,
Wow, that's
place.
dedication.
That's
And the one
really
time
cool.
there was like a jingle bell down there, and it said it was Santa's. And the next year, I left it out for him with a note, and Santa left me a note saying, "Thank you, Mrs. Claus was very upset that I lost a jingle bell for my suit."
Damn. I
Wow.
wonder if she withheld sex because she was so mad.
How do
at
you
him.
not believe in Santa now, even?
I know. I was like, "Mom, Santa's got to be real. That older kid at school must be full of fucking shit." She's like, "He is."
See, her acting is god awful here.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if you're a child actor and you can't even pretend to be excited about Christmas, then you've really failed.
She's trying too hard.
I'm pretty sure too. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but when they go hide in the room for the stakeout, I'm pretty sure he was trying to put her into diabetic shock with all the fucking sugar he brought her. Here, how about your heart just explodes, and then we'll celebrate Christmas in the morning.
Well, problem solved. He can go out then. Yeah, his hair color is really bothering me now too, Geiger.
I mean, unless Santa brings me pussy or dad back from the dead, then I don't really care.
Although their
Or
motive
escape.
is very 2018. It's all driven by a desire for hits on the internet.
There's dad's picture. God, he's a great firefighter.
I mean, when he was alive, he was, yeah.
But was he if he died in the fire? I mean, I feel like the fire won at that point.
Up to the point when he died, he was pretty good, yeah.
What a very Trump on McCain thing to say, Banner.
What?
Good God.
I'm just asking.
Was that
a
an
little
elf on a
respect.
shelf?
Probably.
Got an elf on the shelf story. My nephew, he got an elf on the shelf when he was like 2, and his name is Kaka.
Mm.
They've tried to change his name every year, but he goes, nope, his name is Kaka. Nephew is now 9.
So he was a Hispanic elf that made it over Trump's wall to be at your nephew's place, I guess.
Apparently. Either that or my nephew
That-
is just obsessed with shit.
That Christmas tree cookie was the largest sugar cookie I've ever seen in my life.
I will say, I wouldn't have thought to take the door handle off here and make the camera go through the hole.
You notice the Cheez-Its in the shirt? That's a little sleeper you probably wouldn't catch.
Yeah, they're making 50 cents off of this movie.
Does Cheez-Its and popcorn and ice cream go together? I mean,
None of
maybe-
these things do. He also has Twinkies. Who got? I don't know.
Now, Twinkies and peanut butter jelly sandwiches go together pretty good. Never tried it.
That's good stakeout food, I will say.
Ice cream is not. It's gonna melt. You need stuff that's gonna last. She
Yeah.
was going to town way too much on that ice cream.
Also, how many people, especially with a family of just 3, because remember their dad's dead. How many families of 3 have 2 separate gallons of ice cream? Like we normally just buy one. That's the flavor. When it runs out, we can get another one.
Single
And-
mother on a budget, Jeff, is buy one, get one, too at Sam's. What the fuck you want her to do? Just buy
Well,
one?
if she's paying for a Sam's membership, I don't want to hear that she's on a budget. Uh-oh, Santa's here. Everyone wait the fuck up. What time do you think this is that he comes?
Probably
10:37.
about 11:32.
It says on the screen it's 10:37, guys.
Well, maybe they didn't set the clock right.
Yeah, maybe they forgot to daylight savings. Maybe they got to reticket.
Because this kid seems like a party animal, and if he's that passed out at 10:37, he's a pussy.
Dude, if you just ate 6 gallons of sugar, wouldn't you have that sugar crash?
At my age, yes, but when I was that age, dude, that shit I would just burn that off. in
How
a
is he?
heartbeat.
How old is he? Like 15, 16?
Something like that.
Not old enough to drive.
But old
So-
enough. So, but you're not old enough to drive, but old enough to hotwire a car, right? So yeah, about 15.
Yeah, or he'd be driving to hotwire cars, not skateboarding.
But if you drive to hotwire a car, what do you do with the car you drove there in?
He's got a point. Unless you're hotwiring a truck with a trailer, then you can just pull it.
Oh, wow.
So I'll have to say, people think this movie is funny, apparently, right?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
But it's not as funny as the Santa Claus.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, it's like the flavor of the week, you know? It's like the soup
Yeah.
du jour.
It's not going to go in the yearly rotation probably, but maybe like a bi-yearly or once every 3 or 4 years for sure.
I like what Netflix is doing, man, for real.
It's like
They should come out with a Christmas movie every year. People will watch it.
They came out with one last year. It was the fuck is his name? Married to Kristen Bell.
Dax Shepard.
Dax Shepard and the dude that played Red Foreman were in it.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't like a Christmas. It was like on Christmas they held up a convenience store because my life sucks kind of a situation.
It doesn't sound like a Christmas movie at all, but keep going.
It came out at Christmas and it happens around Christmas time. So it was a fucking Christmas movie.
So is Aquaman a Christmas movie because of their great marketing that they bring it out in the winter?
Is it around Christmas time?
Let's just get back to this.
So we're almost 20 minutes in and no Kurt Russell, and again, you know they paid out the ass to get him.
That's a pretty good stunt for a fucking 9-year-old or however fuck old she is.
Oh yeah, watch this shit.
That upper body strength, the dude must CrossFit. Did you say his name was Tyler Banner? Because it's Teddy, I think.
No, it's Trevor.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay? Is my hair still hanging out of my stocking cap? Then I'm cool.
Just enough to show my angst.
But
Just
covering one
enough.
eye?
I think for a Netflix movie, the CGI in this is pretty good.
It actually was pretty good. Yeah. I was watching it. I was like, this is actually kind of holds up. They must have spent some coin on this.
The elves are my favorite part. And the elves and the gangsters that fucking kidnapped Teddy. Did you get that far, Geiger?
Yeah, I did.
He's like, unfortunately.
I also loved how Kurt Russell wasn't taking this very seriously, but also he's definitely not mailing it in either.
Yeah.
Like he's having fun with it.
He did exactly what this movie is. It's dumb, but it's a fun movie.
We need to do movie madness ranking reindeer performances in the movie. Which movie do they come in the most clutch? Because in the Santa Claus, especially the first one, they pretty much sabotaged Tim Allen or Scott Calvin the whole time.
Are you talking about just each reindeer? Because I would say Prancer's the biggest because the movie is named after him.
Well, yeah, I mean, aside from off, I meant in which movie do the reindeer help Santa the most?
Oh, I thought you meant which reindeer shines the most in each movie. Because what Comet is a focal point in the Santa Claus and Prancer is, I don't know if.
Here's my question. Rudolph isn't in any of these
reindeer of all.
other than Rudolph. He's not in any of these fucking movies. Why?
Yeah, that's a good point. And he's public domain. It's not like you got to go through the Rudolph reps to get his rights.
That is true. Is Rudolph in any of the Santa Clauses? After the first one, I kind of just stopped watching them because they're absolutely terrible. I don't think Rudolph's in any of those.
I'm not sure, but see, this CGI is pretty solid. Kate falling off, I mean, hopefully to her impending death, but we don't know.
I thought they did a great job with the reindeer.
I have a new movie that me and John Favreau are working on. It's called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but we're doing a twist where Rudolph's actually transgender.
Don't do this.
So they even have the nose doesn't matter at all. It's just that Rudolph's just not sure what gender he or she is.
I don't think that's a twist. He's always been portrayed that way.
Whatever. You wish. Wait till me and Favreau do it. It's going to be a great twist on a lovable already movie.
All right.
And it's going to be live action, even though all the animals are CGI.
I did miss in the Santa Claus how he has that button to give him a cookie at any time.
Yeah.
I wish
Compact disc.
Yeah. I wish Kurt Russell had the ability to do something like that.
Fuck Kurt Russell. I wish I had the ability to do something like that.
See, this is pretty cool here where it's going through the different kind of, I think he just went through Paris and stuff.
Yeah, he loses his hat. What's in his hat again?
Never mind. It's
a twist. It's a plot twist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like how they show how he makes it all around the world so fast. I think that's really, that was a clever way of showing it. Not all movies show that.
I kind of they basically do the Iron Man premise here. He's stripped of all his abilities and he has to figure out how to be Santa again. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's a competent, confident Santa. And I love how he knows everything about everyone. And can you imagine him going to a bar using that on a chick? Because it works at the fucking hostess they're about to meet. She's about to give him her tips.
I like how, At first, I think he was like a holly jolly Santa, but then after a while, I was like, dude, I kind of got tired of that, so I kind of went on a diet. Now I'm just kind of a dick.
Well, yeah, he gets really mad that everyone portrays him as some fat ass.
Yeah.
He's like, I go to the gym 5 times a week.
I mean, I'm mostly just on, the cardio machine. I row a little bit, but I still get it in.
What if Teddy was laying there with just his neck broken? He never walks again.
He's like wheeling up to say, all I want is my legs. Well, I can't even do that, Teddy. It's fucking physically impossible. You'll never walk again.
The letter Teddy writes him is pretty ridiculous what he's asking for.
Trevor needs to chill the fuck out.
It's not... That's pretty good. He gets mad about it. Oh, so Geiger, so then you don't know the end scene of the movie.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that's kind of interesting then. As a fan of the 80s, you will appreciate it. Let me just say that.
Okay. It's like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, fake news. I loved when he fucking said that.
Yeah.
That's why I text you guys. Santa just said fake news. I'm all in.
That was when I was like, all right, I'm turning it on right now.
That also in 20 years will be like, what was that? It's like, it's just a thing the president would say.
I don't know. I think, yeah, actually, you're probably right.
Wait, so he loses.
When Miley Cyrus is our president in 20 years, that's what we'll say to our kids.
And The Rock is our VP.
Yeah.
So he lost his presents bag, but he finds it later. Like when so how does that happen? Or is it a replacement sleigh that they find?
No, the elves fix the sleigh.
Okay, so what about the bag of presents?
They find the bag.
Doesn't Tucker find it? Or does he find the hat when the gang try to beat him up or something?
No, that's the bag.
It's the bag, and the meth dealers are gonna like rape him.
Yeah. He's like, what's in the bag, essay? Like, I don't know. Toys.
Christmas spirit. So far, we're good. It's still at 80%. So
I like his Christmas spirit watch. I think that was funny too.
I like how, like, as it goes down, people start committing more crimes, and he's in the jail. He's like, I fucking told you.
How I got it was Christmas spirit is basically like your cell phone. When the night's basically fucked and it keeps going down, like, dude, I need some juice, or I'm gonna end up just sleeping in a fucking gutter or doing something stupid.
Exactly.
Like, I need my phone charged up.
The worst is when you go out and your phone isn't already starting the night charged up, because then you're trying to conserve your Christmas spirit energy.
If you think
what
about
if I meet a total skank that gives me your number? Like, what's
exactly? How am I gonna say?
What am I gonna do? Write it on a piece of paper?
That's weird.
If you think about it, the whole premise of the Christmas spirit, based on what Santa's saying, makes human beings look like really shitty people. So if we don't get gifts for free, then we're gonna do bad shit.
I don't understand the problem.
Yeah.
So this is based on real life? Is it a documentary?
It basically is.
It's got some Yahoo in there. That's what's up.
Oh, he does? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was real quick. It was kind of like the Cheez-Its. If you missed it, you missed it. It was when he pulled out this little, I don't know what this is, Christmas ornament thing? Little anal bead.
Yeah, I can't remember. That's definitely what it is. He's like, you never know where the night might go. I'm just going to put this in my jacket.
How do you not know you're not wearing a hat? I mean, it's December in Chicago, right? It's probably fucking cold. There's snow everywhere. You've been wearing a hat all night, and then you take it off. Your head's got to be cold.
I would just guess his adrenaline is still pumping so much that he's like not even focused on it. What does his orb do again? Does it track his bag?
Yeah, it's either his bag or his hat. I can't remember.
If I had to pick a best scene, and again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but it probably would have been with the cops when his reindeer like fly in.
Yeah, that's coming up here in a few minutes.
That or the one with the elves and the chainsaw.
I love the jailhouse rock scene too.
I know, dude. I was gonna say that's the scene where, like, if you don't enjoy that, you're not gonna like this movie. But I was fucking cracking up at how stupid.
I feel like I also.
Elvis?
Huh?
They actually sing Elvis?
No, they're in jailhouse. the jailhouse.
Oh.
And they like form a band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Him and like a couple of heroin addicts, and some prostitutes are his background singers.
Because Kurt Russell was Elvis in a made-for-TV movie back in the 80s. Fun fact.
Was that like when he was Kurt Russell, or was he like still kind of getting his start?
Guys, when the two
was really
kids
young.
are acting, just the two of them, it's really fucking bad.
Yeah, because I don't know who's making who worse.
I'm not sure either.
I love how after this movie they both look at each other like, this is our start. See at the top, kid. Like,
Now we wait, and the phone will ring.
They're going to be having a beer by Macaulay Culkin here in about a couple months.
For being 11 o'clock at night on Christmas Eve, there's a fuck ton of people in this restaurant.
Yeah, there
like
are.
at the bar,
It's kind
that
of
makes
a bar
sense.
too.
Yeah, but there's
Go
3 people at
Bears!
the bar. Duh, Bears.
God, the NFL references in this are great. Wow. You got so big. Excuse me? God, girls would be so fucking pissed at that.
She didn't eat for a week after he said that.
2009.
Yeah.
So how old is this chick now? Like 20?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
guess probably 23.
Does that
She
not
looks
make
like
you guys feel
38,
old?
but-
So she would have been like 11? All right, I guess that's acceptable. Yeah, she's like, do you have a license to film in here?
This place, what kind of bar is this? It looks kind of like a nice restaurant behind you, but then the bar looks like a bunch of low-lives drink there, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it's Applebee's.
It looks like, yeah, it kind of looks like a Chili's or something like that.
Well, in between that and the fucking bartender or the guy behind the counter trying to actually kill them, that guy goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Here, I'll just give you my tips. Like, you make that much here? Fuck.
As a
Fuck the
hostess,
Santa
not even a
gig.
fucking waitress.
No shit, you just set people. And if the steak's undercooked, they don't bitch to you. How does she get tips? She gets a cut?
You know what? They have probably tip share.
That's probably true.
Yeah, you're actually probably not wrong.
This looks like a nice place to have a Guinness on Christmas Eve on a cold
I
night.
was going to say, that sounds delicious right now.
I know.
Yeah, it's when he gets pissed about all the fat depictions of him.
Well, Freddy's not the gifted god of health either.
Yeah, so maybe he should take off the white wig. None of his threats are as bad as in the Frosty the Snowman commentary we've done on the 1969 animated short movie. Shameless plug, go check that out. Where Santa threatens Professor Hinkle with never getting another Christmas gift again if he doesn't give him what he wants.
That's just not fair, dude. Not even in Secret Santa can you get some work gloves.
By the way, go Blackhawks! This guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, could we just win the NFC East, please? It's like, I can't even make that happen.
Yeah, I'm not God. Larry and Sheila, I know you're staving off your divorce.
Larry just looks like a guy who'd cheat on his wife.
He almost got this fucking Porsche, too.
He was way too quick. He's in some gambling debt, right? Like he's in some trouble to just take a card from a random dude who says that's real.
Oh, God, watching her do that.
I know, it hurts every
Oh
time.
my god, that's worth so much money.
That,
Bitches
like,
be tripping.
things. They just don't fucking get it.
Is that like a bad Amanda Bynes?
I
Okay,
think Amanda Bynes is a bad Amanda Bynes.
This woman's like, it could be an Amber Alert situation. Amber Alerts have to stop at a certain age, right? I mean, Teddy is too old.
Yeah.
Like, he's
He needs a
willing.
beard trimmer for those things he calls sideburns.
This guy looks like he was born 44 years old.
Yeah.
Also, It's like such a movie trope. I'm thinking of our Hardball movie commentary. Go check that out as well. Where the bartender like always has a bat fucking ready to go.
I love that guys like this though. You're like, are you like big and tough, or are you just fat? Because he's like right in between. You can't tell if he
Right,
lifts
yeah.
weights or are you just fat and you just kind of roll up your sleeves and you look kind of big.
Yeah. So the test is run 10 feet away from them and watch how out of breath they are.
Yeah.
Oh, if you close the door, that'll help. Not enough ice to make him fall.
No way.
Not enough ice to make him fall.
It's a Christmas movie that happens. Watch Home Alone.
An
Got a
Irish ale house is what that called it. Nick's place.
If you watch Home Alone, watch it with our commentary. Another shameless plug.
I bet Nick's Place has a sick happy hour.
I bet. Fuck that. What about St. Pat's, dude, with all the Guinness? Oh, dude, that'd be insane.
Was he watching Stranger Things?
I think he was, actually.
Wow, I didn't catch that the first time.
Yeah, nice little Easter egg.
Why would he steal the keys? Can't he just hotwire the fucker?
It's an automatic.
He gave up that life of crime, starting now. Yeah, if you steal a stolen car, you're like Robin Hood, right?
It's like you break into 1 billion homes illegally. Like, whatever.
All right, shit. Well, shoes on the other foot now, isn't it?
Dude, in the society we live in now, if Santa was real, I mean, think about all the lawsuits he'd have. I mean, if people just be like, yeah, he came in, but, you know, he left something and I tripped and, like, now I'm paralyzed or something. We can't even go to McDonald's and some bitch wants their coffee to say it's hot. There's no way Santa would survive.
Yeah, and that chick won a fuck ton of money, too.
20 years later, some girl's like, yeah, he came to my house and legally touched me, then left me presents.
That I'm still paying for 18 years later.
Yeah.
I love the valet guy. Don't worry, boss, I got it. What's he gonna do? Fucking kill him?
Yeah, was he gonna bash him over there?
You hear the bat?
This part was cool too.
Wait, where is he getting all this like food from?
It's in the passenger seat.
Oh.
Charlie's not very clean.
Well, it's not his car, is it? He stole it, so whoever he stole it
I
from-
guess we don't know how long he's had it though, you know?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know.
At what point is this his mess? What does he need?
His Swiss Army knife.
Pierce always sees it
You
through.
know why? Because Pierce always sees it through.
God, that really hurt to get tattooed on my cock. I just have to reiterate. Did not have
Can you
much.
read it all, or do you have to get an erection?
Well, he had to cram it onto 1.5 inches. So
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I got a question here. He says, I'm the greatest toy maker on earth. Does he actually make the toys, or do the elves make the toys?
yeah, that would be like what? Let me think of a good example. Yeah, he's basically just like the boss of the guys doing it. That'd be like Willy Wonka saying like,
Yeah.
"I'm the candy maker." Like, no, well, your slaves do it, but okay.
It's like Theo Epstein saying, I'm one of the best baseball players ever.
Yeah.
That made
I like Jeff's one better.
yeah,
but yeah.
yeah, mine wasn't good.
Think of more
It was fine.
and tell us later.
I'll go do my research.
I didn't know what he was building the first time I saw this, and it was like I was like kind of anticlimactic that it was just a radio. You should keep that in the car because I guarantee you Charlie's gonna need it again to know where the fucking cops are.
Teddy has ran and stolen cars, and yet his stocking cap's still in the same place with his hair just barely out of it.
Priorities. Simple enough. One thing that I loved about this movie, the way that they do the car chase scenes, you can tell the car is like in real life going 15 miles an hour. The way that they like, add the engine effects and the fucking camera, they want us to like we don't actually have the budget to like wreck any of these, so we have to be really careful with it.
Yeah, Dodge did us a solid just letting us borrow this for like a day. So
Like, but bring it back without a scratch. Well, can Kurt Russell sit on the hood of it? I don't like that idea. Blitzen's not going to listen, bro. He's the most rebellious of all of them.
well, didn't they franchise tag Blitzen?
That's true. He was gonna sit out this Christmas.
He was trying to sit out the whole time, but then once training camp came along, I mean, he has 12 kids, so he has.
Well, yeah. Once you start missing paychecks, we knew Blitzen would show up.
They got a young reindeer that looks pretty promising.
Yeah.
That's a little less diva, so I don't know.
Let's see. Like, where else would Blitzen sign? There's no one else.
Yeah, like, I mean, the Israelis or whoever, or like, you know, the Jehovah's Witnesses don't have reindeer, so I don't know what he'd do in December. But, I mean, who knows? The Jewish community might be like, we see you big picture. Like, you could be the focal point.
We want to build our reindeer around you. He's like, that's what he needs, is a smaller market team that's going to just throw money at him to put butts in the seats.
Right. He'll be the face of the franchise there. Okay, Jeff, you can go pee now. Sorry, I just had to. All right. Talk to you later. Good talk. God, I love this. This is a Dodge Charger, I think.
Yeah, it's a Charger.
I love that whenever you steal a car, it's like, what's the most car that'll stand out to the cops? Oh, this red muscle car. This one. No one will ever know.
Also, let's drive it like a bat out of fucking hell.
Nice little. Oh, God, I love that. Dude, that's what we need to do. Banners be stunt guys in Hollywood just so we can do the street sweep thing they just did right there.
Yep.
Be so.
You notice how they both like flew to the wrong side of the car for the turn.
Yeah. Do you think Kurt Russell working with these kids is like, God, I know what I signed up for. I know this is a joke, but after about probably a couple weeks, he's like, get me the fuck out of this movie.
Yeah, he's got to have.
I think the reindeer could have. Let me hold on before I say this. I think they could have been better done. I just don't think they look that good. Do you?
I think they look just like Lion King and just like Jungle Book. Like, they're realistic
I think it
CGI.
looks better than Santa Claus.
Like, yeah. When I see reindeer and think of stuff like this, I expect them to look a little fake. And these almost don't, but they still do at the same time. Also, with her coming into the alley and approaching her, that's like you guys finding me after a night of drinking. Like, whoa. It's fine. It's fine. I have a cookie. You want a cookie?
I'm going to ask a really stupid question, I think. Is a reindeer real? Like,
Yeah, I think it's like is it a caribou?
Yeah.
I think it's like a caribou.
Okay, like they're real creatures,
yes,
right? I mean, they don't fucking fly, obviously, I know, but...
Well, they do fly.
Well, yeah, they do.
Of course.
Santa's real.
Right.
Oh, man. I think the CGI looks great. I know you guys probably already said that, but...
I knocked it.
I think
it
it's fine.
looked better in Santa Claus, just for the reindeer.
Well, those are practical effects in the Santa Claus.
Okay.
I think they look just like they do in Lion King, and get the fuck out of here, Trevor. It wasn't.
Dude,
that
you know
bad.
what I'm sick of in movies? The face smashed against the car window.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Trevor.
Get that out of
2 movies that's happened.
Fuck, it's happening a lot. Let me think.
Yeah,
Well,
I just need you to name 2.
No, because typically I don't watch movies where that happens. Probably any. I'm pretty sure it happens in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which we just watched.
Check out our movie commentary on that.
Actually, yeah,
Dude, we are killing it with the plugs tonight.
We really are.
What happened there? Did it ever happen in Fast and Furious ever?
No, because those movies don't know that they're a joke. I would search that, but I don't even know what the fuck I would type in.
Yeah. He said, if you
That's
ever tell
pretty
this
funny.
story, you should skip this part.
Yeah, to Mrs. Claus.
I dig this whole thing with the cops. I liked it.
Think about his and Mrs. Claus. I mean, she probably bitches at him for working too much, even though he works one night a year.
Oh, you know she does.
If this was real life, both of them would be shot already, right?
I don't know. It's black cops against white. I've never seen this before, so I'm not sure.
No one has.
I'm literally upside down right now. The Chicago PD.
I don't know this actor's name, but he's in New Girl.
Yeah.
And he's actually in Game Night also.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He kind of plays the same character, though, in everything.
Well, that's just racist. It's not his fault.
Talking your way out of a ticket. Nice to see the roles reversed.
Oh, shit.
It's a reindeer called Animal Control.
If you get pulled over in a red sports car, you don't have a fucking shot, dude. You're getting a ticket.
Yeah, dude. Because they just hate you inherently. Like you're just probably a fucking asshole.
Especially if you're driving like that on fucking Christmas Eve in the middle of Chicago.
What if they asked to see Teddy's ID? He's like, here you go. He's like, can you take off your hat? So I said, no, I can't take off his hat.
No, I can't do that.
It's literally fucking goosed and glued onto my head just so my hair barely hangs out.
He's like, what if in the 2 seconds my hat's off, a chick walks by who's a nasty skank?
Ask yourself that.
Shit, he might have a good point.
He's like pointing at the cop's chest.
I really don't think Santa's strategy here is that sound.
I didn't hear the sleigh bells.
Are you listening?
God, he does a very clever job of bringing in all his... Yeah, this would be probably my second favorite scene.
Except the acting and the dialogue from Kate here is god awful.
Yeah, her on the reindeer though. Like, here's another good thing I do to judge CGI. Like you can't really tell the difference between her and the thing while she's like touching it is another key.
While she's touching the thing,
like the computer generated image. See, like that looks pretty solid.
To me, it looks.
No,
that
looked good.
Yeah, that looks good. At times, it looks like the CGI is on a green screen. Like the background looks bad to me. Like they look fine, but the background doesn't. Like here, they looked fine.
It also blows my mind that like none of these cops see this happen. Like all the cops in these cars, they're like, yeah, right, those reindeer didn't fly. I'm like, dude, they fucking touched you.
They're not true believers, Jeff.
Ugh.
You see the cop kept punching Santa and yell at him, stop resisting? What the
He
fuck
was
that?
resisting.
My leg there?
Look, unless someone has a video of it that they put on Instagram, I don't know.
Oh yeah, back our blue so we don't get a call. You don't know what they deal with black our blue. We love you. Thank you for the parking ticket last week.
This is the part that's bullshit. These cops claim to not have seen this.
They literally ducked out of the way.
Right. All these cops are like, what are you talking about? They don't need to turn around. They just saw him.
Yeah, they literally jumped over their car.
They started levitating and then hit the roof of their car. It's so that part always blew my mind. I was like, what are they talking about?
And did Dave not see the reindeer run by already?
Everyone on that street should have fucking seen it. Like everyone.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a quick thing. It happened like 20 seconds for 20 seconds.
You think they're acting like they didn't see it because that cop is black? So the other cops are like, nah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is making the other one look worse. I don't know. Trevor's pretty fucking bad too.
It's Teddy.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
See, this CGI looks a little bit rougher, like where they have to do the whole, like, because they have to be green screen.
Yeah, but I that's what I'm saying.
It's a Netflix Christmas movie, let's be honest, but I think it's pretty good, actually. There's Rudolph. There was a cardboard cutout of him.
Oh. Nice little homage, you know?
I bet he's holding out contract year or something.
Who on this team isn't, though, man?
He can afford to sit out.
Wait. This was the Christmas where Rudolph's girlfriend said that he beat her outside of a club, right? And he had to set out like 6 Christmases.
Yeah, and then it turned out that she had made that up.
Yeah, that's okay. Makes sense.
But Santa still had to cut him. He couldn't.
Once there's just a sniff of domestic abuse, Santa can't be seen with that in the media. Are you serious?
This whole part, I just this is where they try and do too much, I think. Like, why can't we just try and save Christmas? Why do we have to get all emotional about their dad being? Why does their dad even have to be dead? Why can't
I love how he just always looks at it.
Why can't their mom be a nurse and have to work, and their dad just be a firefighter, and he has to work also? I don't.
He should have been
understand.
Like, there should have been a fire going on, and he had to save it or something. You could have mixed it into the California wildfires or something like that. I don't fucking know. But he shouldn't have been dead. And at the end, he should have been like, he beat the fire.
Yeah. Even make him burnt and in the hospital. He doesn't have to be dead.
I wouldn't go that far. You don't have to credit Freddy Krueger, the motherfucker. But yeah, I guess. I see where you're going, Banner.
Guys, it's emotion happening on the screen.
I fucking hate Dad. I wish he was here.
It's funny, people listening to this like, God, you guys must fucking hate this movie. This movie actually has like kind of a soft spot in my heart. Is it like a top 100 movie I've ever seen? No, definitely not. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and enough to watch it again.
20 Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's not even in the top. Like, it's not even a 25 Days of Christmas movie for me.
No.
If you give me 50 Days of Christmas, yeah, it'd be in the rotation then.
Well, Katie, Dad was the only guy that got me, and the basis of Panic at the Disco.
You know what's funny? I bet we could put together a whole highlight reel of him and his dad probably didn't even have a good relationship.
No, he hated him. He thought it was a tool.
Yeah, but he never got to tell his dad that he was proud of him.
But that doesn't mean he has to fucking go in that fire. He's mad at his dad for going into the fire.
He's mad at his dad for putting food on the table for him.
Yeah, dude.
Literally doing his job.
That life insurance check is going to feed you for the rest of your life.
Dude, 1.5 mil, you could live a long time off of that. And with the dough that you're getting for jacking cars, dude, you got a good life.
Jeff, every time you bitch about your life, I'm going to say you're just saying that because you want to save Christmas.
Like what? It's June.
Pretty sure my wife's cheating on me. I caught her sending nudes to this one guy. You're just saying that because you want to save Christmas. Like,
Matt,
yeah,
it's
right.
May 11th. Can I just actually talk to you about this? Come on, let's go.
Oh my God.
That's intentional, the way he turns that can to him. He's like, look at this, fat fuck. This was the scene in the trailer that kind of got me hooked. Just seeing how Kurt Russell's playing it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Nowadays, if you want to play Santa, you got it. Like, this is why Tim Allen was so good at it. You got to play it with a little bit of edge. We've seen the jolly fat guy. No one fucking cares anymore, you know?
Well, that's where they went wrong in the Santa Claus. 2 and 3, they played him like the prototypical jolly, stupid Santa.
Yeah, I want Scott Calvin.
Yeah, he was really funny.
Yeah.
Did we do a Santa Claus movie commentary too?
We did, actually.
God, check that shit out.
I can't believe. Yeah, didn't I?
I don't know if we've said.
I don't know if we've said it, but
I've referenced the Santa Claus a ton of times. But
Han
This is one of my
Solo.
favorite.
I actually had
Oh,
one of those
shit.
Han Solos as a kid.
When he pulled that,
I
I'd
did
be like,
too.
when he pulled that, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna sign the paperwork right now. You get the hell out of here. How would you not remember you wanted all that stuff?
Apparently Santa's not vegan. That's like fucking cheetah fur he's got all over him.
They weren't endangered at the time that he bought the jacket, okay?
I love the vegan people are like pissed at him right now. He's like, but still bring me my fucking, Pilates mat that I asked for. Be a dick.
Is one of those toys a Snoopy astronaut? Hopefully they show him again.
Jeff,
Also,
does this sound familiar? All you
now
want back
Santa's-
is your ex-girlfriend or your ex-wife?
Now Santa's Dr. Phil. Have you tried reaching out to her? It's like,
I bet if he brought in his fucking wife, before she did stop doing that thing that he likes so much, he'd believe.
if he would just listen to her when she's talking about that one girl at work that she can't stand. How can you be this clueless that all you have to do is call your ex-wife and you're like, oh yeah, I definitely want to get back together. Read the room.
Well, if you take her on a date, not just to dinner and a movie,
He works hard. By the time he gets home, he barely has enough energy to even relax. What does that mean?
You don't know what a police officer does every day. You don't know what they go through, Geiger.
Did you think at this point that
Are you
Santa
pointing it to me? I'm on his side.
Oh.
Did you think Santa was just kind of manipulating him here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Snoopy astronaut. And is that the $6 million man?
Santa's kind of also like, hey, feel bad for me because I'm Santa.
I mean, at this point, if I was a cop, I'd just keep telling him I didn't believe until I just got a ton of more shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna need the keys to like a Dodge
You know what
Durango.
I'm really wanting right now?
Yeah.
A 6-pack. Can you do that?
Look, here's a chick you can have sex with and she won't say anything and she has no STDs. Okay, yeah, I believe you're Santa now.
Will she make me a
Actually-
sandwich afterwards?
She's not a robot.
Yeah. Don't push it.
Dude, Christmas spirit has plummeted. We're at 31% now. We're fucked 3 ways towards the weekend.
So is he
It's
implying
pretty
that there
simple.
isn't very much crime in Chicago?
He's saying that the only thing keeping it from looking like the beginning of 28 Days Later is him giving people gifts. Which I
Because-
believe.
The way I get it is because of time zones. So it's beginning to be morning at certain places. They're like, what the fuck? No toys? Now I'm going to go shoot up a fucking school. Probably. I don't know.
On Christmas Day. That's how mad I am.
Even though there's no one there.
Yeah, Banner, I'm kind of with you. God, there's 3 scenes that I'm fighting over for best scene. This whole jail sequence, like between like meeting these fucking drug dealers and the prostitutes and starting a band with them is pretty fucking hilarious. So Geiger, when did you bow out?
Right around here. Pretty sure.
But you saw the gangsters grab him?
Yeah. It must have been right after that.
Did you see the scene with the elves when the elves come in after this?
I don't think so.
Okay. So then the movie's about to really turn into something else.
Okay, because I think I remember something about elves. I'm not really sure. I was like in and out too. I was looking at my computer.
The elves are absolutely ridiculous, and they're going to make or break the movie for you. So either you're going to think they're funny, or this movie's going to go from like a C plus.
See,
to
I didn't really think this movie was that funny, I guess. And I'm a big fan of the Santa Claus, but I just didn't think it was that funny.
I was Banner, would you agree when the elves show up? Because Geiger bowed out last time right before they came in. This movie's either so right now. I think this movie, if it kept on this trajectory, would be what, like a C plus for you, a C. But I say if he doesn't like the elves, it'll become a D minus real quick.
Yeah, if he doesn't like the elves, the elves either make or break the movie for you. I think you either love them or hate them. I personally, the elf language to me is so fucking funny.
Fucking hilarious. Hey, what's up? Can we fuck your sister? What? She's 7. Okay, well, all right. I don't know. Thought maybe she's one of them short peoples.
Let me call you when she's older.
This guy on the left, do you think his agent's like, hey, Hollywood, do you have any movies that need a gangster or someone on drugs who also
Is this
looks
gangster like 48? How old is this guy?
could be 48, could be 29. We don't know. Would you ever look at gangsters and you're like, how did these three guys meet and become friends?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Are they gangsters or just homeless people?
I bet if you gave him a bottle of Jose Cuervo and some salsa, threw it down the street, get rid of him.
And if he said he knew where he could fuck a girl who's addicted to heroin, he'd be like, well, shit, that's a Tuesday night. So she's inside of the bag right now.
Yeah.
It's a magical bag, obviously. It's Santa's bag. So you didn't see any of this, Geiger?
No, I don't think so.
If you saw this.
Yeah, you definitely know if you saw this part coming up.
It's about to get trippy as balls.
So that's the elf?
There's our first elf.
That's our first elf.
God, these fuckers.
So the Smurf-looking motherfucking CGI things are elves? Okay.
They are out of control. They speak like this Dutch language, and they're incredibly violent. Banner, how hard did you laugh when they showed that old one that needs like the...
Yeah. He needs like the Ricola.
He sticks it in his ear. He's got no teeth. He's blind as fuck. God, this reminds me of sophomore year of college. What I remember, at least.
Yeah, you gotta do... This isn't like ditchweed shit. You gotta do some hardcore drugs to think of this stuff.
So
I'm almost thinking Johnny Depp's gonna show up here pretty soon because it's so trippy. Yeah, I gotta roll in this.
You know he called and asked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is there money in it? I'll be there.
It's like, look, I know that we're all a little upset about Alice in Wonderland 2, and I get it.
But Amber has literally bled me dry, so I gotta get all the work I can right now.
I'm in the negative right now. I'm in the red.
CGI right there was bad.
Yeah, this is rough. But that's okay. Again, this camera's also pretty durable.
Dude, I'm
So
telling you.
she's still in the toy bag?
No,
Well, now she's in the North Pole.
Yeah, it magicked her to the North Pole.
Right. Okay, because that's okay. The portal. Okay, I get it. All right.
Yeah, like
That's actually
floats.
pretty smart. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like this slow little conveyor belt thing.
Yeah, it's like basically the elves are just putting all the toys on a luggage conveyor, and Santa
It makes sense. If you don't believe in Santa after this, then you're. I don't know.
Then I don't know what the fuck else to show you, really.
Hall of Letters.
This is creative too. I mean, I don't think we've seen this before.
No, all this stuff. Again, I'm not touting this movie as like should be Oscar winner or even like a top 20 Christmas movie,
It's
but
cute.
It made me laugh. It's not like those Hallmark movies where like you watch 10 minutes of it and you're like, my God, I want Christmas to end now.
But DJ from Full House is always in them.
Yeah.
She's in like 30 of them.
For actors, it is so smart to do Christmas movies though, because of royalties. 1 month, a whole month a year, you know you're going to get a royalty check, like a huge fucking royalty check.
Yep. Absolutely.
Not to mention the small one you get if they do Christmas in July.
Is sending videos now via YouTube a big thing for Santa? Is that like a deal for kids?
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one knows how to write. As a teacher, I can tell you that kids cannot write words on paper anymore. It's interesting to see the things they're asking for.
My name is Ahmed, and even though I don't believe in Santa, I need a new bike.
Bing Bellamy. I think that name is fucking hilarious too.
God, that kid is going to spend all of high school shoved in a locker. This is where he organized some of the old school ones. Those people who still do reach out via snail mail.
Yeah, right.
Do they ever show this, how this works in the Santa Claus, like how he like gets the letters and stuff? Not in the first one, at least, right?
They brought the letters to his house. Remember? 'Cause he
Yeah.
said it was
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
It's like it's the list.
That's awesome. I forgot about that. That's a great scene. Where she's like, sign here. There's quite a few pages. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, just put him in the front door.
and he doesn't realize. So I guess she typed in like the last name or like the alphabet part.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, obviously, this is not a normal elevator thing, but she automatically just knows how to work it. There's no like, she didn't have to read the manual or watch like a training video or anything.
They tried to build these things, to where you can pick it up pretty quick.
What do you think the post office does with letters from Santa? Because I always just write letters from Santa. And then my mom's like, put it in out of town because it's in the North Pole. Do you think they just look and just like whatever and just throw it away?
That's a great question.
I could actually tell you what happens, but I would be really nerdy for knowing all of it.
Can you say it? Well, actually, this is kind of an important part.
Yeah.
Eddie wrote Santa.
And that's really all you need to know.
And he asked to see his dad again. Like Santa can fucking make that happen. Santa writes back, Teddy, what do you want me to do? Unburn him to death? What?
It's like when you pray. You haven't prayed to God for a while. It's like, sorry, Jesus, I haven't prayed in a while. Because it's fucking lame. But I really wish Caroline would put out. It's been 8 months now. So
God's like, yeah, let me stop with wars and famine and get right on that.
Yeah, right to premarital sex, which I've said I was against. So yeah, I'll get right on that.
Did you have the right number with this prayer? Because I don't.
maybe just a handy. I don't know.
I don't fucking believe in you anyway.
Again, the battery on this camcorder, dude.
Yeah. I wonder if we can say like it's magically charged being at the North Pole.
Shit, like Adam Schefter, put that shit down. You don't need to know. You don't need to report everything.
This elf, just like the rabbit in Frosty the Snowman, showing a lot of signs of abuse.
Yeah, this elf looked like it's been rode hard, put up wet.
Lars. Bjorn is my favorite banner. Bjorn is the one with the candy cane addiction.
Yeah. He's the one that pulls out the chainsaw, right?
Yeah, Geiger, there's one who's addicted to candy canes. I think that might be Bjorn, actually.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see any of this part.
No, you'd remember this for sure.
You definitely remember this shit.
The elves are very violent. Like, they are very comfortable with attacking people as you're about to... That's all they do half the fucking movie. And I'll just tease for you, the elves fight the meth dealers at one point coming up. Yeah, there's Bjorn with his candy cane.
His candy cane.
He has a problem.
Again, the acting with her by herself and obviously acting to nothing.
Out, guys! Come on.
It's too tight.
Choke me more. What?
And she's like the high school girl in the backseat of the car, like, please stop.
Oh my god. I love how they only care about Blitzen. Bjorn is totally gonna fuck that elf tonight too. Hey babe, let me comfort you.
Dude, he's been laying down the groundwork all fucking day.
Yeah. When he passes out later with like 4 candy canes.
Here it is, Jeff. Here it is.
I love that dude. Oh, that's what's happening. That fucking guy.
Fucking old fucker.
Dude, the elves make the movie, in my opinion. There's
a scene later where Bjorn, he ODs on candy canes. He's like passed out, and there's like 4 of them unopened on the ground near him. Oh, the Pierce family. Which one of these guys burnt to death in a fire again?
An elf asked her that. It's like, oh, it's my dad. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I'm sorry for your loss. Thanks. Yeah, it's really affected me, actually. That's good, because that probably saved her life. They were definitely going to rape and murder her if she wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, you believe in us? Okay, you're in luck.
Where's the guy with... They're flossing, of course.
Of course. It's a recently acquired skill of mine.
Bjorn is like, let's fucking celebrate with some candy canes. Like, man, dude, do you have a problem? That guy's about to join the band.
Yeah, he looks like Vince Neil from Motley Crue.
It's funny because I don't want to spoil too much of it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
This guy, what is this guy in? I'm too lazy to look it up, as is the Broforce Squad tradition.
I don't know. Here's the prostitutes, though.
Yep. What's up, Santa, baby? Yeah, they definitely look like prostitutes.
19%.
Damn.
Fuck.
See, on this, I thought it'd be cooler if it would have told him on his phone. Like he has an app for
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, that would have been
so
cool.
watch.
Or it sends him like notifications when it gets.
Yeah.
Like, you've used up 75% of your data.
Like, yeah. And of course, they sold it for drugs.
Yeah,
Naturally.
I sold it for drugs. You remember
They
what
actually
you got
say that.
Christmas
It's in a pawn
83?
shop.
Pawn shop. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I needed cash to buy meth. But thank you for the gift.
Sold that for drugs too.
It was so
You remember
thoughtful.
what you got Christmas 95? Yeah,
Unfortunately, some other habits took precedence. That's what the guy says. That's a great fucking line. He's like, and you can be on base. And of course, the black guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, and he's even like, I don't know how to play
He goes,
this.
I don't know how to play this. He goes, did
Why
you
don't you
try?
it? Try it, Jamal.
It's like you don't know how to dance. Come on. Bet if we got a spades game going, you'd be the best one here.
I bet if we unfolded a cardboard box and laid it in the corner, you'd have 2 dice rolling in it and 5.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. See, this part cracked me up.
I love this.
And the thing I love, the prostitutes are his backup singers, but he still doesn't let them into his cell.
Yeah.
No.
Whoa! I don't shit where I eat, if you know what I'm saying.
This, I feel like they approached
It is
Kurt Russell.
Elvis.
I don't know.
I
Is
don't
it-
know.
I
have no
know
Yeah,
idea.
it is Elvis.
It
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I feel like Netflix approached Kurt Russell and was like, look, we want you to do a Christmas movie. Here's the script. And this wasn't in it. And he's like, yes, but we need to do a jailhouse singing scene.
And
they're
if
like,
he's actually singing this, he's got
You guys
pipe.
undersold this to me. If you would have told me Kurt Russell sings Elvis, I'd be like, okay, this is like an A+ movie.
Yeah, and he actually sounds good. Obviously, we have the subtitles on, but
Yeah, I mean, he played Elvis, so.
and the other black guy's like, "Damn!"
yeah.
Okay.
He's fucking.
Hit
He's
Tyrone
like,
on trumpet?
holy
Ahoy!
shit! He's like all in right now. Of course, the prostitutes. Yeah. First time their mouths have been used for something besides, you know.
Sucking cock.
Kurt Russell's like, if it's good enough for Jesus, you know? Took in everyone.
Oh, well, how'd this piano get here? Let me just fucking riff on it real quick. Now, maybe the best scene in the movie.
It's tough because it's sandwiched in the middle.
I stopped this apparently when it got good then, because I've liked everything since from where I stopped.
Yeah, you'll definitely like this scene then. This is where it's like, what the... I was trying to figure out... Oh, first I said to my girlfriend, is that Liev Schreiber? Because if he's fucking in this, I'm going to lose my shit. And then she doesn't know who that is. So she was like, is he? I was like, no, he just wants to be him really bad.
This
God,
this
hey, if Santa comes up there and asks him what he wants for Christmas, it's like, I just want to be Liev Schreiber, please.
this looks like the Foot's hangout in Ninja Turtles.
Exactly, it does. And instead of top
It also looks like the garage in the Fast and the Furious, where he's like, Dom, I owe you
A
10-second
10-second car.
What do you want me to do? Tow it across the finish line? This part was cool, too.
Yeah.
Target brand Liev Schreiber's like, well, what did you get? I love how they look at him like... He never fucking promised you there was anything in that bag.
Yeah.
This other black guy looks like a knockoff of Trevor Ariza.
What's up with the white guy's face?
That's what I'm saying. He has like a box head.
Rocky Dennis from Mask would be like, bro, what's up with your fucking face?
I didn't realize that my Minecraft character leapt into the real world.
That's a really old. A lot of our listeners will not get that reference.
No, that was a good
Google
one, though.
Mask, not the Jim Carrey one, the one with fucking Cher in it.
Cher in it, yeah.
Give it like 20 minutes, drink a beer, and you'll laugh about that joke. Come back to the bottom.
And this is his sister and the elves almost dying in the fire.
If Ryan from The Office had Down syndrome, that's what
That's
that
what
white guy would
Yeah.
like.
And if he had like a stroke, so half of his face muscles.
He has a Down syndrome and he has a stroke too.
Here we go.
God, best part of the movie.
Here
Lars, of
we
course.
fucking
Lars is
go.
the first one into the fire every time.
Lars isn't afraid of anybody.
The bloodlust of these elves is like unquenched. It's unquenchable.
They're like little gremlins.
Well, the weapons that they bring is what really blows me. Like that guy's a fuck, and they're trying to hurt them. The dude with
At
the
the end of the
chainsaw.
movie, doesn't say thank you to Gap and Old Navy for supplying all the wardrobe in this because every single shirt looks like it's on the $5 rack.
So they're legit. They legit kill some of these guys, if I remember right. Yeah, like they get sick pleasure out of this.
Why isn't Teddy fighting?
They got quite the bar there.
Oh, I definitely hang out there.
Is this the guy that they kill?
Here we go.
Yeah, there's-
Bjorn.
Yeah, he got him in the fucking candy canes. Give it up, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't they throw him in the fire?
Yeah, I think they do.
Oh no, he goes in. He's compost, not recycling.
Strength in numbers, man.
Yeah, dude. But this is the part where, like,
This-
you see the real blood.
This is where
the
is where it
fact
gets
that an
good.
elf has an elf-sized chainsaw. This guy uses it multiple times. Yeah, they don't know who the fuck Teddy is.
Yeah. Trevor's about to get his cock chopped right off.
This one guy's like, "I'm gonna put your fucking dick on my mantle." This dude know how to use it. Look at him. Look how excited he is. He's fucking. He's really disappointed. He's like, "Motherfuck! One
I
time."
fucking love these elves. I'll have to admit, like,
Aren't they great? Like, why does an elf have a chainsaw? He doesn't even really know how to use it. You can tell it's the first time. He's like, "You think I can bring it?" They're like, "Yeah, bro. It's a battle."
He almost chops the other elf's fucking head off.
Bjorn and his fucking candy. He has a candy cane again. Every scene he has.
Yeah,
Candy.
he always has a candy cane.
blowtorch too.
They just picked that up. That's. God damn it. Yeah, okay, so if you like the elf, then you, and of course he still is like, "It's the fucking bridge, people, let's take it home." That's sexual. That means something else.
Yeah.
Especially when Elvis sang it. He fucking loves it. He's like, "Play another one." And this dude's still on his heroin high, so he's like, "This guitar riff is going to be epic." See, and Russell's into this, man. He's having
Oh
fun.
yeah, he's
yeah.
having the time of his life.
That's the little Elvis dance right there, huh?
I would almost argue he's better in this than he is Guardians 2.
The cop doesn't even give a fuck anymore. He's like, "I don't care. Let him out."
Yeah, this is fun. My shift's almost over.
No, he's like, "I quit." That's right.
Yeah, man. We let OJ out. They owe us one. You gotta let Santa out.
Otherwise, like, "Who's crazy? I quit." What? Can't work for the fucking police department if they don't even believe you. In Chicago as a cop now. You haven't seen Crazy.
yeah.
You haven't seen shit yet.
Call Lisa, bro.
Does he,
Dicker.
at least take the prostitutes with him when he leaves, or?
I don't think he even he has the magic to get them off.
Yeah.
He's like, "I caught her mid blow. Like, what do you want me to do?" It's like, "Damn, look, ladies, there's too much heat on you right now. I don't think there's anything I can do."
So, best I can do is get you 2 months with time served.
And you're gonna have to show up for that community service.
So is this his wife or his ex-wife?
It's his ex-wife.
Yeah, either his ex-wife or they're separated right now. I can't. How cocky is it? He's putting his gloves on. All right, we both know I'm getting out. So
Why is she calling him at like what? It's probably 2 or 3 in the morning now for
3 in the
coffee.
morning on Christmas.
Christmas morning, yeah.
Is Starbucks even open?
I don't know.
No, well, not yet. She said in the morning they'll go out. Starbucks with those red cups will definitely be open.
Here it is. Fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, this guy is actually.
He
he's
brought
like,
the right tool for the job.
Well, if he's going to expense it on the Santa card, he's got to use it on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve.
The fucking elf language, man. It kills me.
You think the band will ever get back together?
I hope so.
I'm sure there'll be a second one of this for sure.
I kind of don't. Let's leave it right here,
just
man.
leave it. I don't know.
Because they're going to put too much. It'll be like Despicable Me when they gave you too much of the Minions.
Oh, man. Martin Short's going to be the next one. It'll be great. You'll see.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. Back in. Well, the end, I don't know. And again, I don't want to spoil.
We keep the guitar. Well, you sold the last one for fucking heroin. So
he's like, yeah, I know. This one will give me twice as much heroin. What did the guy say? Like some other habits took precedence.
We can't let Stephen Avery out, but goddamn it, Santa can leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sled's fixed. We got the whole fucking gang back. The bag is here. We're ready to go.
Teddy's stocking caps on perfectly still.
Bjorn doesn't have a candy cane. At least one that I could see.
This is acting, folks.
God. So what's the deal with the sun? I mean, people don't wake up right when the sun rises, so...
On Christmas, they do.
That's how I knew I got old, when I stopped, like, fucking waking up at 6 on Christmas.
Yeah. You know you're old when you, like, wake up at noon on Christmas Day.
No, you know when you're old is when you don't want to wake up at 6 in the morning, but you do.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're old. You're like, God, I slept in today. I didn't get up till 7.
Dude, I remember as a kid, like, I couldn't even fucking sleep the night before Christmas.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, man, but in high school, I'd wake up, like, at noon. My mom was like, you ready to open presents? I'm like, whatever.
I fucking guess.
Not before my coffee.
Dude, I'm just going to tweet a Pierce always sees it through. And we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get back.
Is that a hashtag?
It should be. Hashtag
Pierce always sees
see that fire
it
through, though? Because he got killed in it.
Well, I mean, they see it through up until the point that they die.
True.
I wish that Teddy was like, my dad didn't fucking see through raising me. Teddy, don't do this.
At the end, do they actually bring his dad back and just, like, erase his death?
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Like in X-Men, whenever they just erase people's deaths like it never happened and recast them.
Look, it's a different fucking timeline, okay? It
what
makes
about that is
sense.
so hard to understand.
It's not that hard.
He's like, you stole cars, right? He's like, yeah, but the adrenaline rush that gives me, actually, shit, yeah, give me the keys to the sleigh.
Pierce always sees it through as kind of a shitty family tagline. Kind of.
Yeah, like, you gotta basically do a bunch of shit that you don't want to do.
Yeah. You know, like whenever you're in college and you think you're a biology major, but you want to go into business, like you really got to see it through, even though that's not what you want to do.
Yeah, you gotta pay $36,000 because you don't quit.
Or like, you know, you're with a girl and you want to break up with her, but she wants to have sex. You still have to. You got to see it through.
So that's totally different. You're excused in that situation. Why is he letting Teddy drive or making Teddy drive again? Like, why wouldn't he just drive?
I don't get, yeah, why even...
Because he's trying to make Teddy believe again, okay? Jesus, guys.
And the only way to do that is to drive the sleigh?
No shit. He's been on a sleigh
If
with
you don't
magical
believe it,
reindeer
this-
going from country to country the last hour.
Elves just popped out of a fucking bag and saved your life. One almost chopped your dick off. If you don't believe now, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen probably.
We're wasting all of our time.
Okay, if you just like search Pierce always sees it through, there's actually some pretty funny tweets about it.
I'm so jealous.
There's one on here that has a gif of Dwight from The Office that just says, "Yeah, Christmas!"
That's pretty good.
All right, I'm back with the movie,
Teddy-
guys.
Teddy's facial acting right here. God, can we just fucking give him the Oscar now?
I don't know.
Yeah, save
Kate's
all the
giving him a run
political
for his
speeches,
money.
Give him the fucking Oscar. His hair's kind of getting parted too. It's actually moving.
We're gonna
It's
have to
getting
fix
late in
that.
the night. Yeah.
We're gonna have to fix that in post production. We can't have his
Come on,
hair.
Teddy. You gonna get it? You're gonna be a pussy like your dad and let the fire kill you.
Your dad's such a bitch. He burned. What? That's fire though. Like I don't see what this kid's name is. Okay, so this kid actually does have like redder hair in real life. They toned it down for the movie.
He's like, we gotta tone this down just so people like you.
Let's see what all he's been in.
It seems
He
like
was
they're
in-
going a really long way. Like, don't you think there's
Oh
places
wow,
they didn't hit on the way?
Geiger, you are gonna hate this kid. He was in the new Point Break, and he played young Johnny Utah.
Yeah, I'm already. That's fucking stupid. And that movie
Hey,
is a
hold on.
snowboarding movie, which makes no fucking sense at all. They surf for like an hour. They surf for the first scene, and then they go snowboard.
Check out our original Point Break movie commentary. Fuck, we're killing it with the drops.
Damn,
tonight.
we're doing really well with that. Yeah.
I
God.
would have rather them go up to Swayze's grave, take a shit and a piss right by, like, where his body's laid than make a fucking another Point Break movie what they disgusted him on. It was terrible.
It is pretty disrespectful.
St. Louis, under the arch.
Gateway to America.
It's like this should be quick because we could just skip over the east side. None of them are getting toys. So
He
this
already
will be
did the East. He was in Lowell, Massachusetts. He's already done.
I
it.
don't think.
the
I
east
don't
side
think,
of St. Louis.
Oh
here's the
yeah.
thing. East side of St. Louis, I don't think the Christmas spirit going up or down is going to affect the crime rate at all. So
Or
let's just move
Seattle,
on.
Jeff, where you're from.
Yeah.
Salt
I
Lake
remember
City,
that.
they're all Mormons. Just keep going.
And past this one, if a few fall out the sleigh, that's fine. But otherwise, we can just keep it moving.
Bing Bellamy.
Who's that again?
That's the fucking kid that just wanted a snowboard. He like freaked out on the little video messages.
I love how kids are like, I just want a snowboard. Yeah, that's $300. Kobe.
This is like us right before Christmas break at work when we're just like stamping shit. Like, yeah, prove, whatever. Fuck
Yep,
it. Who
that's
cares?
good. What will
Get the
make me
fuck
have
outta
to have?
here.
What will make me have to have the least amount of conversations before I leave today? Because that's what I'm doing. Bjorn's he's probably passed out on candy canes now, right?
Yeah, they actually reference it here in a minute.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
fucks up because of his candy cane problem.
Yeah.
Let's play the game on what drug this child actor is going to be addicted to in the next 8 years.
Damn,
Next 8? I don't even get an 8.
I'll say synthetic weed.
I'm going to say pills. She looks like a pill chick.
See that?
I'm gonna say tobacco.
What a cop out.
Seriously.
That's bad for you.
This reminds me of those like toy soldiers you used to get with the fucking parachutes on them.
Dude, we should do a Toy Soldiers movie commentary. I fucking love that movie.
You mean small soldiers?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
Would you be pissed if an elf delivered your toys? Like, dude, I've been good all year. I want Santa's fat ass to come deliver these things.
Yeah, I'm not trying to trap you, bro. I didn't write you the letter. Did you even read the letter? No. It's like San Francisco, those are the gays. We can keep moving. Santa, what'd you say? No, I just said
Nothing.
we didn't get any requests from them this year.
That was
What?
like,
Yeah,
no,
it's weird.
Here's Bjorn again. Fuck yeah, bro. He's like tripping balls right now. I want a Bjorn bobblehead.
Look at this. He's like, it's almost like he's rolling a joint. The way he was licking the candy cane.
Oh, Bjorn! God damn it!
He's like, don't miss a name. Last time we did that, the kid's name was Stephen Paddock, and I still haven't heard the fucking end of it.
He just got a few pieces stuck on there. It's fine.
Mexico City.
Who would have thought the Sanchez family was in Mexico?
Oh, shit, we gotta get them their boxing gloves. Let's go.
They're boxing gloves, and they requested 2 pit bulls for some reason. No chimney. That's a shock.
Goes in there and leaves it. They got chimichangas for him.
All right, now you've crossed the line.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh no, he didn't make it, guys.
Yeah, that did not leave his. That did not leave his hand before the buzzer.
Yeah, no, that does not count. Why would you sit down? Why don't you just take the cookie to go?
Hola.
¿Cómo estás? Good, Santa. What? My subtitles say, breeze blows, girl continues to speak Spanish.
Yeah, that's what mine said.
What does he do with, like, Jeff, you know this. What does he do with kids who have divorced parents? Does he call your parents before and be like, hey, which house is he going to be at this year?
He actually asked the kid, hey, which one do you love more?
That's what I thought.
And when you tell him, he's like, oh, okay. No, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Makes sense. They were on
Well, then also
they were on
he
the
asked-
nice list more than the other one.
And then he's like, and if it's, if it's close, then which parent could use the gift I'm about to give you more as a tax write-off? That makes sense. As Santa's flying down, some fucking dude in like his boxers and his robe getting his newspaper just yells, "Go fucking Pats!"
Go Pats!
Well, Pats!
Santa!
What? You think Kyrie's gonna re-sign? I'm just here to park and let these kids go. That's what I thought. The Elves have really gotten too comfortable with these guys. Like they've exceeded their role here. Get back in the bag. Chainsaw guy's like, does anybody need their dick cut off? I can take care of that real quick. So, like, let's just say, remember how we used to do, like, spin-offs or whatever? Spin-off movies or anthology movies?
Yeah.
If they were to do a sequel, what would it even be? Oh, Chainsaw Guy is there.
It's got to be in like 10 years, and the little girl has to like be a single mom stripper that doesn't believe in Santa anymore, and then Santa has to come back, and then she has to believe again.
And
it has to be full frontal nudity.
I kind of like that Teddy and Bjorn both OD on candy canes, and he's like in the hospital on the brink of his life, and he has like a hallucinogenic dream where him and Santa save Christmas again, and it gives him the will to pull out of his coma. That'd be fun and lighthearted.
The whole time it was in his mind in an like insane asylum or something.
None of it actually. Well, he's in a coma, but yeah. God, one at a time, ladies.
I mean, professional athletes kind of seep out of their marriage. Santa's getting some side action. He's out the whole night.
He is just so stressed. Can you blame him? Everyone's like, "Wow, could he find time that night? He has to hit so many houses." Like, all I would need is 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Yeah, the delivering the toys part is the most time strenuous.
Well, he just has the elves do it.
After everything he's done, Kate has the nerve to ask for something else.
Wouldn't it be awesome if like 10 chicks came out on Santa like they did Tiger Woods? Wouldn't that be so cool?
And that same Waffle House waitress was involved in both.
Like, Jesus, really?
Santa's like, I love Waffle House. What do you want me to say?
What do you want me to say after a long night of delivering toys?
Dude, Bjorn and his candy
bacon
canes is the highlight of this fucking movie for me. Is Lars the one with the chainsaw, or was that the skinnier one?
Why is she camcording? Does she not have a fucking smartphone?
There's a twist coming up with the camcorder. He finally gave her a ho ho ho. I love how he like points at her when he says ho.
Yeah, I think, like I'm saying, I'm setting up my sequel movie.
That's the only male figure she really has had in her life as a role model in her developmental years. So now that he leaves again, what's that going to do to her? No tape.
Again, though, the battery on that thing. Does it let you tape without, like, the tape in it?
Well, no, see, she's an idiot because I guarantee you that thing would have said, hey, bitch, there's no tape in here.
No shit. Yeah, there's got to be a thing. I don't know.
And back to the teddy bear and kitty Kate or whatever. Really fucking weird for a brother and sister.
Merry Christmas. I didn't have to work. I was just at Tim's house the whole night because I hate my fucking life.
Anyway, what have you guys been up to? What?
He did have some cheap Shiraz, though, so it was...
Mom, is that a bruise on your eye? I hit it on the counter. It wasn't from
the counter
Tim.
at work. A guy did it. It's not important.
I tripped.
It was my fault.
You've given us three different. You gave us 3 different stories in 30 seconds, so all of them happened.
Yeah. What I want for Christmas is never to smart off to Tim again.
What I want for Christmas is some hush money. That's what I want.
Guys, I think his name's Teddy, not Trevor.
His name's Young Utah, according to his IMDb filmography.
That's when he went by John.
Santa saved their ass here with the decorations.
Does Steve Martin come in and it's actually connected to that movie, Father of the Bride?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, who's to say it's not?
If it was, Steve Martin wouldn't have grandkids like this.
Maybe he's been dead for a while, though, his character. Is that from the Wacky Ant?
Yep. Everyone loves that.
That's the aunt who's been single her whole life. It's like, I don't want to get married. Like, well, good, because you don't have a fucking choice. She said that like she was going to open it and then was like, you know what? You take my present. She got a skateboard? Oh, God.
A skateboard. I'm with Geiger, though. What the fuck are you doing with the skateboard in fucking Massachusetts with 3 feet of snow on the ground?
Yeah, hey, have fun the 3 days you can ride it out of the year. Santa wrote you back. All right, well, let's see if he could reincarnate your dad, you stupid idiot. Merry Christmas.
Not giving you a dad, but I'm giving you the neighbor who's had the hots for your mom for a while, so he'll be here for a while.
And honestly, you're not going to get much out of it. He's probably just going to mainly fuck your mom, but he'll be in your house a lot if that counts. I actually kind of thought this was a cool thing. I mean, the kid looks a lot like his dad when you...
Yeah, they brought the whole story together. I just think the whole his dad dying thing is fucking stupid. So
and it's too much a part of the movie.
It is.
Like, so we just got him a fucking ornament?
So
my dad dies, you give me an ornament?
You'll see. Calm down.
It's nothing big, but it's like just a little nod. Okay, thanks for the free labor tonight,
Are they doing the Lion King, he lives within you once he looks within the ornament?
No, he just gets like one final glance at his dad here.
Yeah, he lives within you, kind of thing, when Simba looks in the water.
And then he gets to say what he wanted to tell his dad when he was still alive, which is stupid.
It's weird. I didn't recognize his dad not burning to death.
Yeah, he looks...
What if he had a Freddy Krueger face? He's like, this is what I look like now. In lower heaven.
This is me. Do you not love me anymore?
Did you just say lower heaven?
Yeah.
It's fluid up there, Banner. You don't just get fucking placed in the top ring.
It's 2018. You don't call it hell anymore, Banner. Jesus.
Oh, I thought that was like a sub-tier of heaven.
Yeah, I thought it was like the AAA of heaven.
And then here's my boy Bjorn OD'd on candy canes.
Is Mrs. Claus asking to come in?
Mrs. Claus is going to come in now.
She makes an appearance.
She does.
Is it Kate or Goldie Hawn? Because that'd be awesome.
No.
Oh.
That would have been awesome, yes. I agree with your stuff.
That would have been really cool. Why didn't they think of that?
They probably didn't have the money for it.
They're still together, right?
Bjorn is fucking dead. Bjorn is definitely dead.
They're still together, right? Goldie Hawn and...
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
I have no idea.
So. That's a good question. Who's this elf? What's he so pissed off at? Oh, we're just messing with you. We knew it was Goldie Hawn.
Wow, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought this was cool.
I'm actually kind of upset that you called that.
How much would it cost to get Goldie Hawn in this?
Well, you know, when they cast Kurt Russell, like, and we kind of want Goldie Hawn to be Mrs. Claus, it's like, well, she's not going to do the whole fucking movie, but I can maybe
Yeah,
get her to...
because I want to at least fuck a couple hookers while I'm, on set.
Yeah, it's like, I can't have her on set. I'm working.
In my trailer? Come on.
Yeah, she has to have her own trailer.
He's like, babe, you don't want to be in my trailer. It's disgusting. It's cramped.
It smells like fart the whole time.
Smells like fucking silicone and ketchup.
And whatever spray I've been using to cover up the scent of other...
And Axe spray.
Guys, that was the Christmas Chronicles.
Solid, right?
Not gonna lie, I stopped at the wrong point. I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah. Again, it's not otherworldly, but I'm definitely glad that I watched it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cute.
Check out our Letterboxd review on it, which I wrote.
Letterbox review. Let's go around the horn. Any last thoughts? We'll go Hornacek first.
Yeah, I just got to say, this movie rides and dies on if you like the elves. If you find them annoying, you're not going to like it at all. If you found them entertaining and amusing, you are going to like it. And I'm glad we saw it with Geiger, because he didn't get to see the second half of the movie where it kind of crosses genres. And for me, it was just a good movie to get you in the Christmas spirit, have some good laughs.
Geiger, last thoughts on the Christmas Chronicles?
First off, I wouldn't recommend it, but actually now watching the full movie, I'd probably recommend watching... I don't know if I'll watch it again this Christmas season because I haven't really dipped into a lot of Christmas movies yet. But it was fun. I'm definitely going to watch it. It's going to be in my rotation next year with Christmas movies. I enjoyed it.
Excellent. Guys, we've been the Bro 4 Squad podcast. Go to our website, bro4squad.com. Check us out on Twitter at Bro4Squad. And subscribe to us on iTunes and on YouTube. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you guys thought of the Elves and other stuff about the movie and stuff like that.
Pierce always sees it through, even if it's
Great
a knife in the heart of
closing.
his enemy.
Strong closing banner.
Thanks.
Don't say nothing.
Thanks. Till next time, we're the Bro 4 Squad.
Nope.
I got distracted. Vanessa Hudgens is on TV.